Someone I was on tour with told me about something called Paris syndrome. I don't know if you've heard of this, right? Apparently it's a thing in Japanese culture. This particular friend of mine, he was on tour, he was from Japan, and he said, in Japan we have this thing called Paris syndrome, and what it is Paris as a city is very romanticized, in Japan. They love the history and the architecture and all of that kind of European stuff over there. But Paris syndrome is what they have a word for it. And it's the idea of a Japanese person going to Paris and hating it so much they call the embassy to get out. I'm sure that experience isn't shared by everyone, but I found it rather funny. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play one last little tune for you right now before we take a short break, so that you can refresh your beverages and you can play with your monkeys. That sounded weird. And during that time, I'd love to meet some of you. I'm going to come out to the front during this intermission, spend some time with you, and if you're interested in taking me home with you tonight, not like that. It's full of innuendos this evening. Innuendo is another one. I'm going to be out there, and if you would like to take me home with you, I have my new album, Shows and Distancing, live in the USA, as well as some t-shirts. I have 3 music books with me, if anyone's interested in learning some of these arrangements. I only have 3 in the whole of the USA. But there is something special I want to mention quickly for the guitar players in the house. Make some noise if you have a family member who plays the guitar. Fantastic. We are slowly infecting the youth, it's wonderful. Okay. Well, for the guitar players in your lives, a lot of people ask me online about these kind of guitar techniques I'm playing. You might have noticed that not only am I picking the guitar, but I'm kind of hitting it like a drum. I'm playing in a lot of unusual guitar tunings, things like this. Lots of strange techniques you've seen. And people are always messaging me on social media asking how to kind of play like that. So I was going to bring out to this tour 3 DVDs, DVDs that teach on video how to do this, a beginner, intermediate, and an advanced DVD. But I thought that would be a tremendous waste of plastic. So what I did instead is I put all of that together on these beautiful little recycled cardboard gift boxes. They have a little guitar inside, and you open that guitar and it's actually a USB stick. You pop it in your computer and you get all of that. 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, 9 hours of guitar lessons. And we have a few of these, as it's day one, we've actually got quite a lot of them. Someone out the front bumped into me earlier and they mentioned that he'd seen me on the YouTube channel of a man named Rick Beato. Oh, yeah. Any Rick Beato fans here? Yeah! Well, I went on Rick's channel a few years ago and he asked me to play a tune I was working on. And I was working on this arrangement. It's my version of a Michael Hedges version of a Jimi Hendrix version of a Bob Dylan song. This is all on the Watchtower. I've been Mike Dawes. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you later. Enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you. This guitar was in tune when I bought it, I swear. Because this is the last song on my little set here, I want to end quite big, okay? So I'm going to build this up and do a massive New Hampshire rock and roll ending, okay? Which means you're going to have to help me out, you're going to have to make a lot of noise at the end of this. We're going to raise the roof a little bit further than it's already raised tonight. And we're going to use this as an excuse to exhale and expel all of the negativity and bullshit in the world and replace it with good vibes all together, okay? Fantastic. Build this up for you. Thanks for the warm welcome to the tour. Make some noise for yourselves!